Sorry about that guys, I should have been a bit more prepared. All I've done is just grabbed a bigger bowl out of the kitchen because the small bowls do my head in. I will get a bigger shaving bowl, but I'm just going to go with that one at the moment. Alright, today I'm using the Simulg 830. I think I got it right this time, I'm sure it's an 830. I could be wrong right enough. And I'm going to be using the Edwin Jagger DE89. I'm that excited, I forgot to really get ready for this shave. I still got everything sorted. Now I'm going to try a different blade today. I got a couple of free packs of blades with my Bosch cords. So I'm going to give one a bash and just see what happens with it. See if it's actually any good. They're called Sharp Star. And on the back here, so it's a Russian firm. It's got Rapira on the email, so I'm assuming Rapira make the blade. Right, we're finally in. And the blades all come wrapped like that as well, which is quite nice. Ah, they're double wrapped, which is good. I like that. I like it when they put a little bit more effort into it, because these things are generally like, do you know, I almost say they're like razor blades. Oh, they are razor blades. Sort of made of an arse of myself there. Put the blade on there. Put that part on. See where the holder hangs, I think, see if we can get it nice and straight. That looks pretty good to me. Now there is quite a bit of an overhang, sorry. Don't know whether you can see that. Do you know what, I know you can't see it because I can't even see it. I'm going to have to get a better camera guys, this is doing my head in. But yeah, DE89 with a Sharp Star blade. Colonel Conk's lime. So just fill my bowl up. And it's stuck in to loading the brush. I like to say, I mean, when I did the review on this soap, it actually laddered quite nice. It gives a lovely ladder. Oh, there's actually a bit of a smell on this now. Do you know something, when I actually did the lather review on this soap, it was the first use of this brush I think from memory, and it was almost as if it was possibly overpowered by the scent of the boar here, because it is a very delicate, there is a scent there now, which is nice. It smells exactly like the puck, but it's just not as strong. Alright, so I've transferred it to my big sort of soup bowl, which probably won't make the best lathers. A bit more water. But it's got to be less annoying than using the tiny little horn bowl all the time. I'll obviously keep the horn bowl. In fact, you know what, I might even give the horn bowl away. What I'm planning on doing, I'm going to do another video as well, is when I reach 250 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway, and I'm going to do another one at 500, then another one at 750, I'm sure you can see the pattern here, and then another one at 1000, and it'll just be as a thank you to everyone. And look, the giveaways, what we'll basically be doing is, I know it sounds, I'm not being cheap, but there's things that I'm going to use that I won't ever use again. And the person that gets the giveaway, I mean there'll be quite a few things in each giveaway. Maybe things in there that they've never used, or that they might like using. Because I'm building up so much stuff at the moment. That I'm running out of room to store it, to be honest. So I thought, why not give it away? And most of the things will hardly have been used. A lot of them will actually only have had one use, maybe 2 uses out of them. But I'm not the sort of guy that just keeps things because I bought them. They would probably end up in the bin. As you can see, it's definitely making a lovely ladder. Alright, just going to leave that in there. Wipe my face. I'm not going to use any pre-shave today. Or will I? I might use a pre-shave. No, I can't be bothered. It's alright. So I hot towel myself for about 5-10 minutes before I came on camera. I've just put some more water on there. The lather's ready to go. So let's see how it does. Okay, and it's just it's not a great smell of it. Well, it's actually a nice smell, but it's so faint that you hardly even know it's there. And it does make a nice lather, I've got to say. It's definitely a pretty good lather. As you can see there, it's got a nice shine to it. It certainly coats the skin. It actually feels like it's going to have some nice protection, as opposed to the Arco that I used on my head this morning. But we shall soon see. So here we go, first pass with the DE89 with the Sharp Star blade. Oh, so far feels alright. Doesn't feel like a great, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't feel as nice as the Bosch one. And it could be that my pre-shave routine was slightly different today. Obviously I normally have a shower, run the hot water over my face, and while I'm washing, I was going to say washing my hair, while I'm washing my head, I let the water run down, and you know, and I get a little bit more on my face. It seems to soften the beard up really well. So it could be the fact that I've used a towel today that it's not quite as good. Oh, well, that's normally a test there for me on my lip, and it's passed with flying colours there. That was very smooth. Tell you what it is. One side of this blade is definitely sharper than the other side. The side I'm using now is very comfortable. I'm just switching over to the other side now. This side here feels quite tuggy. There's another thing I found as well. Obviously the more you use these razors, I'm finding when I first started using it, it was sort of straight pulls. You can actually, almost like the slant sort of idea with it, you can actually go down at an angle with it. And I'm finding on my neck it works really well to stop the irritation. So generally on my neck I'm actually using like a cutting motion at that angle, just to try and slice the hairs off. But I think I've definitely got a dodgy blade here. It's definitely sharp on one side and seems to be quite blunt on the other. Nice scent, and it's definitely, I wouldn't say it's a brilliant scent for me. I like it to be quite strong. I mean, I really enjoy the Derby strength of scent. So if you've used the Derby soaps before, you know how strong that scent is. That's how I like it to be. So I'm sort of hoping when all the artisan soaps that I've ordered get here, they've got a nice strong scent to them, or a reasonably strong scent. It doesn't have to blow my socks off, but just a strong enough scent that when you put it on your face you can smell it all the time. I think that's part of the enjoyment for me. So as much as I enjoy the actual shaving itself, the scent's got to be there as well. But of course the performance of the cream or the soap that you're using is key. As I found out this morning, for those of you that might have watched my head shave video this morning with the Arco soap, I can't describe how poor it performed. I don't know whether it was me personally, the actual lathering of it wasn't very good, but there was no slickness, there's no protection. Once I'd actually shaved everything, you put a bit of water on, there was nothing there to actually protect your head. Now, I mean, I had a pretty good shave this morning, but I did get a couple of nicks here and there. I think it was probably more down to the fact that I was using a feather blade in the end, rather than the soap. But there was certainly no protection whatsoever that gave me any real confidence. Yeah, I can definitely smell that scent now. It's a lovely light scent. Probably similar to the Thea's Witch Hazel, to be honest with you. Which also has a very sort of light, delicate scent of the lemon. Alright, so let's get stuck in for pass number 2, which will be against the grain. I do it every single time. It won't be against the grain, it'll be across the grain, trust me. I will say one thing at the moment, doing that across the grain, that first one I did this way, I was using the blunt side of the blade there. I could tell when I got to my lip it got very sensitive here, so I ended up with just a little bit of rash there. It was very, very sensitive on my skin. But certainly got much more slickness and protection than the Arco, much more. It's a reasonably good second path. And I'm not a fan of the blade, in all honesty. It's alright, it's not a great blade. So it does a trick. But you've got to try all these things. I still find the Boschko to be probably my best and favourite blade at the moment. It's probably followed very closely by the feather, in all honesty. I know it's quite a harsh shaving blade, but I really enjoy it. Probably had just a little touch too much water on my face there for that lather. So, yeah. I'm not going to go completely against the grain with this blade because I'm not confident with it. I don't think it's going to give me a good finish. I think I'm going to end up with a lot of rash, a lot of cuts in the next time I go completely against the grain. There's certainly a nice amount of slickness with the salt. I'm just sticking to this one side of the razor at the moment because it seems to be the sharp side. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So overall, so far, I've been happy with the Colonel Conk's line. I think it's given a pretty nice finish. I've got a couple of little nicks here and there. I just hit with the alum block. Just got one there. But other than where the cuts are, there's no irritation at all anywhere else. Give that a quick dry off. Pretty good. Alright, Thea's Witch Hazel, Aloe Vera, Lemon Scent. Let's see what everyone's been raving about. smells like, actually smells like a morning fresh dishwashing soap that we get over here. Oh, very nice. In fact, if I it actually takes me back to school as a kid. Actually reminds me of back in Scotland when they used to give us, I think it was used to be once a week. I think it was once a week, it might have been every morning actually. We used to get mouthwash at school. You used to have to gargle the mouthwash. I think it was after you had your milk in the morning or something, I can't really remember. But that brings back real strong memories of that gargle because it was horrible stuff. Absolutely horrible. Used to try and pour it in the bin so that you didn't have to take it. So that's that done. And I don't have any citrus scented splashes or aftershaves. I think I've actually got one on order at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with Brute, which Stephen on the Suffolk Shaver brought up my lovely accent on his channel, which it wasn't too bad. You know, I'll give you one thumb up. I'll give you two. Well, it wasn't quite there yet, Stephen. You got a bit of a way to go, mate, to get that good Scottish accent. So yeah, I'm going to give this a bit of a go. Love the smell of Brute. It's another one of those that's brings back the memories of the dad. And once again, not a little bit of irritation on there, but nothing major. And there we have it, guys. Another Wednesday shave of the day, done and dusted. I'll give all this a wash down later, but what we started off with there is Edwin Jagger DE89. Beautiful razor, really nice. Picked up for $29 over here, so about 15 quid. Inside that I'm using a Sharp Star blade, which I wasn't too impressed with. I think I got a dodgy blade, to be honest with you. One side was definitely sharper than the other by a long shot. The brush for today was the Simog 830, which has still got quite a bit of lather on there. Followed by my alum block, alum stick, then followed by Thayer's Lemon Witch Hazel, and finally onto good old Brute. So that's this, guys, done for another few days. Hopefully I'll have a few more products come in this week. I've got another few things up there. I've got plenty of blades that I want to try out to see how they shave. That one there wasn't too great, but it did the job. I've got a few nicks here and there which I've not been getting with the Bosch cods. So but still feels pretty good. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.